Very impressed with this BK2. Another fine offering. This one came from, I got this one from Rocky National. I got the RTAC. Rocky National, it's just rockynational.com. I got the RTAC from Cumberland Knife Works. And same thing, you can just Google Cumberland Knife Works. They've got great prices, great knife selection, and great people. Mr. Bill Horn over there I've emailed with several times. Good guy. Check out Cumberland Knife Works. They've got a lot of great gear over there and a lot of great prices. Good shipping too. Well, decent shipping, I'll put it that way. This wood right here would not be very ideal to make feather sticks with, because there's a bunch of knots in this stuff. Cleaning it up. Let's go ahead and split it. Make a little fire platform. Might as well split it with the BK2. Put a lanyard on that finally. This shouldn't be a problem though. This stuff isn't very thick. Not what bothers me, but what takes an extra effort is that you'll see I'll end up driving this wood into the ground. And I'm a proponent of presenting the blade in a very safe manner to the wood. So, you'll see me often use my baton to go ahead and line up the wood as opposed to using my hand. Sometimes I'll use my hand, but just be really careful when you're presenting that blade to the wood. And you'll see I'm just going to run into these knots all day long on this piece at least. The other pieces don't look that bad, but and I actually may have a candidate for my bow drill platform that I was looking so hard for. But this will work out. This piece, nice and flat, will work out great for a little fire platform. I'll dig down a little bit into the ground and go ahead and put those down there. These other pieces I'll use for wood. The pieces that I'm going to use for wood, you'll see me go ahead and probably with the Mora or the BK2, I'll go ahead and strip another layer off of this. The back side of that for my fire platform I'm going to leave, but these things I want to be as dry as possible, so I'm going to get stuff like that off of it with those other pieces are going to be much more stripped down. You guys can see me just hammering this thing into the ground. This was the piece that I showed you earlier with that wet ring. You can sort of see the half of the wet ring there. And there you go, there's the inside. You can just tell what I'm talking about, how you get that wetness that filters all the way down, but that'll be another piece of the fire platform, as will this piece. That one's split pretty well. There's that technique I was telling you about when I was doing the RTAC testing. If you've got the wood splitting ahead of the knife like that, what a good sort of technique is to use, especially if it's a nice split down, it'll follow those knots and just curve right around them. but you sort of get right on top of it and just, you know, it's going to split for you, so there's no need just thumping on your blade if you don't need to. This piece had a whole bunch of water in there. That piece isn't going to burn very well. I may have to carve. I may try to carve a little bit out of that. This piece, I think I struck out with that piece. But I think I got some pretty good pieces in there. Continue to be very impressed with the BK. No trouble at all. Does just fine work. Nice, stout, thick blade for these kind of camp chores. So, the work continues. Franchise Kid, thanks for always coming along, guys. Don't forget, point of the Chronicles, get back to fundamentals, get back to learning skills that no one can take away from you, and always find your passion, even if it's, you know, if you want to be CEO of the biggest corporation on the planet and that's your passion, don't ever give up on that dream. I would rather live one day living my dream than live 100 years living as a zombie. But there you go. Franchise Kid, always asking you what's your passion. This happens to be mine. Thanks for coming along, guys. Work continues.